Tired isn't even the word, and we're now getting started with everything that we have to get done today. I woke up and my tabs were just going and going with everything that I wanted to do in this house, because during the week I just don't have the energy to actually do stuff. So the weekends is where I'm like actually getting things done. And today's Sunday, so let's just say today is also like a Sunday reset. As you guys saw, we went to IKEA this morning because as soon as I woke up, I was like, I truly want a setup for my content. I've never had one. It's always been like my chair's over here, my makeup's over there on this side of the room, and it's never been where everything's like actually cohesive, and I've never had a table set up. So I finally have one and I am so freaking happy. Like, you guys do not understand how excited I am to sit down at this setup and film content. And honestly, I'm so glad that it was like so simple to do, because for months I've been thinking about like a setup for my content, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Like, I really don't want to spend a lot of money. I don't want to buy a whole freaking new dress or anything like that. And this was only 50 freaking bucks. The tabletop, because I already had the Alex drawer from IKEA, so I literally just got the tabletop and the two legs, and that's it. And it was like 50 bucks. Why did I not think of this before? I have no idea. But yeah, the only thing is that the chair that I have, I don't know if I'm gonna have to move it to the living room, which is gonna make me a little bit upset if I have to, because I measured it and I thought that it was gonna fit perfectly under the table, but it doesn't. It's kind of like being forced under the table. So for now it's gonna do, but I might have to get another one that's like a little bit lower. So I don't know, that's a whole other problem for a whole other day. But for now, I'm still reorganizing a little bit, because how would it be a Sunday reset without a little bit of cleaning and organizing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm reorganizing the way I had my room, because everything was just not cohesive. Like I mentioned before, I had things all separated in the room and it just didn't make sense. I also took the bookshelf out of my room because I've been wanting to do that for a while already. And I put the bookshelf in the living room now, because sooner or later I'm gonna start my nesting period. Even though I tend to move things around and organize all year round, even if I'm not pregnant, but still, I know that during my nesting stage, I'm going to be 10 times worse. And I already know exactly where I'm gonna put the baby's bassinet in the crib in the corner. So that's why I measured everything out and made sure that with this tabletop, I would still have space for like me and my content. And then in the corner, the baby will still have space for baby, you know what I'm saying? And we already have a brown dresser in my son's room where all of the baby's clothes and things are gonna go, but it's not empty yet. Like, I know that all the baby stuff is gonna go in the brown closet, but I just haven't emptied out the brown closet. But that's gonna be for like another day as well, because I'm just not there yet. I want to focus on getting this room together. With all that being said, when I was in El Salvador, I remembered just how much I loved white bed sheets. But ever since we got a queen sized bed, I haven't had white bed sheets. I've had cream and burgundy-ish, like maroon type of color sheets. I haven't had white. The white sheets that I had were for the full-sized bed, which we gave our full-sized bed to my son. So I decided to buy white bed sheets and a white duvet cover, which I've never had before. I've only just had like big comforters and quilts. But I was like, you know what? It just makes sense to start buying duvet covers, because they take up obviously a lot less space than buying 20 different color comforters. And yeah, like they'll just be easier to clean as well. Literally, I would just have to actually take it off, clean that, and then put it back on, instead of freaking cleaning the big ass comforters. So yeah, I bought a white comforter and white new bed sheets for my bed, and I cannot wait to freaking put them on, because these cream sheets are just driving me crazy. The only thing I forgot to buy were the sheets for the little like decorative pillows. Those are still beige and brown, but best believe that I will be buying white ones to go with the rest of my white bedding. badly. I've had this for over 5 years. Literally, I think it's like 2017, 2018, something like that. It needs to be plugged into the charger like 24/7, which is really freaking frustrating. And it keeps running out of storage. And there's just a whole bunch of crap wrong with her. But you know, she's been with me for a while, and I feel like it's not a necessity to buy one right now because this one works, you know. But I gotta get my priorities in order, and that's exactly why I didn't want to finish the video off yesterday, and I want to finish off the video today with some of my goals for this year, because Q1 was an absolute disaster. And what I mean by that is, God, you know, when they say like, oh, if you want to, what is it? If you want to laugh, tell God your plan, or something like that. I don't think that's the same, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The way I had this year pictured is absolutely not how this year is going or going to go, especially because I'm pregnant. And it was absolutely not part of this year's plan. However, I refuse to let that deter me from reaching my goals. One of my main goals, which I've had for a few years already, and I've never actually dedicated myself to it, is to pay off my debt. Last year, I was swiping my credit card as if it was a debit card. So I got into a little bit of debt, and it's not like student loans debt, which I'm so grateful I don't have. It's just credit card debt. I have a really high spending limit, and last year I wasn't really working. I got not laid off, but basically the company that I was working with for 5 years, there was just some complications in the company, and it was just better off for me not to work with her because there weren't financial stability in the company to be able to pay me. That's pretty much what happened. And because of that, I had to like look for jobs, and I interviewed for so many jobs, and I just never freaking got it, which I took as a sign that I needed to just focus on my content. So that's exactly what I did. Last year I tried to be a content creator full-time, and it was great for a while. And you know, when I was in the up and up, I was getting so many brand deals, so many UGC deals, and it was great. However, I realized I'm just not a disciplined person the way I thought I was, which is why I don't know if I'd be a good content creator without a 9-to-5 job at the moment. Long story short, now I am on the journey to pay off the debt. So I have 3 credit cards. 2 of them are pretty low. However, there's one that is the max, and that's the one that I'm gonna leave for last. But the other 2, I feel like I can definitely pay off before I get my car. And that's my goal. Don't want to say need, because I'm so grateful that I have a car right now, but I do truly want a new car. And I feel like I deserve it. I've been freaking busting my booty for so long working that I deserve my own car. I've never bought a car before. Every car that I've had, my parents have given it to me. I want my own car. I want to have a panoramic sunroof on my fucking drives. Like, I want that, and I deserve that, and I'm going to get it. But the Jeep that I have is freaking small. I had it on my vision board to get a car this year, and I said that I was gonna get it by December, which was my original plan. But because God had other plans, and I'm gonna have a baby, I was like, that kind of moves everything up so much faster. By August, I definitely want to have at least 2 of my credit cards completely paid off, so that I'm not going crazy with bills when I get the new car, because I've never had a car payment. I know that my insurance is gonna go up and all that stuff, so I just want to be financially smart about it. So that's kind of the best part about this job, is the fact that I get paid weekly and I get paid on salary. So I don't get paid hourly. Therefore, even if I'm late or if I leave a little bit early or anything like that, I get paid the exact same every single week. So that truly helps me to budget out my finances. Obviously, every single person wants that 100K job, you know what I'm saying? But
I've come to learn that it doesn't matter how much money you make. It is all about how you manage your money. And that's something that I had to learn the older I got, because obviously I had to start making more and more money, but I'd always somehow be check to check. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, this makes no sense. And it's because I was just not I was just not managing my money correctly whatsoever. So I'm saying all of that to say that time is passing by, my friends, okay? And as much as we think we have time, we truly don't. And I know that sounds kind of like morbid, but I'm just being so for real with you guys. Save your money. Like, save your money, especially with everything that's going on right now in the political climate. Even if you can save $20 for a rainy day, do it. Save your money. Time is flying by. We are only getting older. And just be smart about your money. I know a lot of us like to think like, oh my God, I can't believe these are the same checks or whatever that our parents used to get. But our parents were not shopping every single weekend. Like, let's be fucking for real. They weren't doing Pilates and going to the gym and getting a $7 coffee every single day. Like, come on, let's be for real, guys. Let's be completely honest and say that you guys are putting yourselves in debt. And I'm not pointing fingers. I'm talking about myself too. I'm just saying. I just really wanted to have this talk with you guys because I just felt so proud of myself when I saw the numbers going down this morning when I paid off my credit card, and it just feels so good. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, that I'm so close to paying off my credit card debt, which means I'm even closer to buying my car. I hope I didn't lose you guys towards the end when I started going on a rampage, but honestly, this is just a really important adult conversation that needs to happen now, especially within our age group. And if your parents are not having these conversations with you, then it's important for us to have these conversations with each other. So let me know if you enjoyed this adult talk. I'll definitely continue to be more real and raw and honest with you guys about adult stuff, because I don't ever want you guys to look at my social media and think that my life is perfect, because it's definitely not. I'm going to edit this vlog right now, and then I will continue to finish getting ready, take my son to school, go to work, and do the little New York hustling grind life. Okay, I've talked enough for today. I love you guys so much. And subscribe, by the way. I never say that in my videos because I just feel like it's so awkward. But give me a like, subscribe, show me love. Fingers crossed that by the end of this year, I will have my YouTube channel monetized. But you guys gotta show me love in order for that to happen. Okay? I love you. Bye.